We're back with CBS News special correspondent and host of Super Bowl Today, James Brown. JB, you sat down with Cam Newton earlier this week. What's on his mind?
John, it was a wide-ranging interview, and I found a very exuberant young man, excited about the stage that he's on, but he's been on a big stage throughout his career. Spent most of the time answering the question that seemed to have created a firestorm when he described himself, saying that most people haven't seen anything like him, that he's an African-American quarterback. And of course, that description there just created a firestorm of controversy about him. But he's a wonderfully transparent and honest young man, and there's no stage too big for him, even given the Super Bowl stage here.
What about on the other side, the quarterback on the other side, Peyton Manning? This could be a historic game for him. What's at stake for him?
Well, you know what? I think his legacy is pretty much cemented anyway. The ideal storybook ending would be for the guy they call the sheriff to ride off into the sunset with his second Super Bowl championship. That would be the ideal. John, this guy has done everything the right way, notwithstanding him being linked to HGH, if you will, with that story that the source has recanted on that Al Jazeera story there. Peyton has been an excellent ambassador for the NFL. He's not the same player today that he was a few years ago. He's got a great team, a great supporting cast around him, and there are legions of folks who would love to see him go out a winner.
All right, so now the big final question, JB. Who's going to win?
You know what, John? I've always, for years, deferred to the guys who played and coached the game and not tried to muddy the waters that way. From a broadcaster's perspective, selfishly, all I want is a competitive game that would certainly be in sync with this being an historic broadcast, being the 50th Super Bowl. CBS has broadcast more Super Bowls than anyone, 19, so we are thrilled to have this one. I just want a competitive game, John.
Well, so do we, and we're so glad you're there telling us about it, and we appreciate you being with us. We'll be watching, and we'll be back in a moment.